Y'all not supposed to get lost in this shit. Like, this physical world is not that serious. Y'all be getting lost in so many bullshit, desires, biases. When you clearly know, when we're growing from inside the womb, inside your mother, something is expanding. You know, it takes two to create a new being, a person, a baby, whatever. And we can see that mechanism through life, but like, y'all don't, y'all, y'all don't understand what's going on. It's like that shit went over your head. You're not paying attention to the mechanism of nature and God. And y'all get lost in so many distractions and biases and, you know, things that just poisoning you, like shit that don't even matter. And this is what y'all settle for, based on, you know, thinking that you have to work, you know, be a slave. And it's not even that serious. Y'all got so comfortable in this type of lifestyle that you think is normal now. So now it's like y'all don't want to get out of it because that's the only thing you know. But there's more to it. You just gotta tap in and find out. Like, is that all you're gonna go through? Like, and then you have, you know, we have so many people with different type of beliefs that this and that is gonna happen after death, and you know, they actually believe that it's impossible to find a higher knowing or a higher truth. And this is where they fall short, because they think it's impossible to find out. And they'll call you crazy when there's people out here, individuals that actually know what's going on, people who are not lost in this type of demonic life and worldly things. But y'all took this life too serious. Y'all took working too serious. Y'all took, not that you shouldn't work, you know, I agree, we should have some type of economy, you know, bargaining and gain, you know, working class and shit like that, but not to this extent. This is barbaric, and this dimension is just too much. Like, and personally, me, I have no problem doing what I have to do to get by. But, you know, I got so strong as a spirit to the point that, you know, it has to be done. It has to be, you know, worked through. And I'm in that space of God, like, you know, shit. I actually, you know, did it. And all it takes is, you know, believe in yourself and just, you know, high imaginations. You know, you don't have to get lost in obtaining things that is, you know, a destruction towards yourself. You don't have to care about, not that you shouldn't get it, but, you know, these desires and things is not that serious, because we're creating these things from within as a collective. So you're putting too much emphasis and attention to things that we're creating as a spirit. You are creating yourself. It took, like I said, it took two people to create a person. But, you know, that person is also creating itself. The combination of two energies to create another energy. But you also have these energies within you. The masculine energy, which is the mind, and the feminine energies, which is the vibrational emotions, the soul. You know, they're all the same shit. Positive and negative. They confuse y'all with science, with that bullshit. Protons and electrons, they confuse y'all with that shit in science, like I said again. But yeah, y'all putting too much attention to these things that don't matter. Y'all gravitating towards money and, you know, just dumb shit like food and, you know, toys, you know, over exaggerating sex. Like, I don't get it. Like, y'all not trying to find the inner hidden truth within you, which is God. There's a deeper, you know, knowledge within yourself, and the universe will resonate with you if you believe in yourself to that extent. But you just gotta try it and believe in yourself. Nothing is greater than the truth. I seen it from my own eyes with my spirit, not just, once you get to that level of spirituality, your spirit can see things as an observer from the mind, and you're able to see a whole lot with the eyes, with your mind and with your eyes, but it's truly with your mind. But you gotta be a strong spirit to manifest these things. And this shit go deep, but not everybody's gonna understand it and get it, because people just got lost in their own biases. So it's gonna take a whole lot of shadow work to to change that whole direction the spirit is going. So this is why the world is the way it is. Y'all got lost in the system. You got lost in your selfish ways. You think you need money. You ain't gonna take money with you after death. Everything that you think you need, you don't really need, because you already have it within you. You just gotta believe in yourself. You gotta psych it up. Whatever the emotions you feel towards money or a certain individual, we're all here to connect in things, but sometimes, everybody's in their own different journey, but, there's always going to be a mechanism to it, and the right way to do it in a godly way. So this is how you gain morality, angelic, virtues and principles, instead of just being, dumbed down and dense and just dumb. But you don't need the things that you see externally to satisfy you, because you can already, whatever that thing makes you feel, it's just a feeling. You saw it with your eyes, and you thought you obtained it as a spirit, but you could psych yourself up just to feel that way, and you will achieve that. The universe will give it to you anyways. You just gotta psych it up and believe in yourself. But the thing is, y'all too lazy and y'all too lazy and y'all too obsessed with desires. And the word I was looking for is y'all too desperate. Y'all think y'all don't have enough time, but the truth is, y'all have all the time you need. It's already there. Your spirit is not corporeal. It doesn't care about these things. It's just externalizing things and internalizing these things. So whatever you see outside of you is what you think you need, but you don't really need it. It's how you feel internally. You don't need to care about these things. It doesn't matter. You're not gonna take it with you after you die. So I don't know why humans put so much importance to these things. And this is why the world is the way it is, like I said. Y'all get too distracted and desperate over things that don't matter, and that's how the system got you. Survival tactics and shit like that. And shout out to all the strong spirits that's doing their thing and playing their part. But shit is a war game out here. So many reprobating. But eventually we'll get there. Eventually these humans will see what's going on. It's only a matter of time, because eventually shit gotta change, whether it happens in billions of years, light years away. Shit, I'm not trying to wait that long. So strong spirits are gonna have to, tap in a little bit harder. Get more creative. I don't know what it gotta take, but we gotta do something. Like, but we need more spirits to wake up. This life is not it. You gotta wake up. Eventually, that door is gonna come. Whatever that problem you're trying to avoid is gonna come to your door, because it's not. These desires is not what it seems. God don't care about these desires. And God is utilizing me as a vessel to tell you, but y'all still won't listen. And y'all gonna learn the hard way, like y'all keep learning the hard way in the past life. So eventually, you just gotta learn, if you're a religious person, you gotta tap in, you gotta understand where the Bible came from. You gotta understand a man wrote that shit. That shit came from a man's thought, a mind of a Jewish person. So you're following a Jewish mentality. So I don't get it. How can you religious people, especially Christians, be so obsessed with the Bible when you don't know more about the Bible than the person who wrote it? Y'all gotta dig a little bit deeper. You just can't be surface level with the Bible and with Jesus, because it's not what it seems. Y'all gotta do your research. You gotta actually have that train of thought. But the thing is, once you manifest what you want to manifest in this life, based on that religious God, you're gonna think, you don't want to get out of that comfort zone. But the thing is, everybody has a comfort zone. Everybody's, doing the same shit. Everybody has a mind. Everybody has an emotion. So you're looking at the Bible the wrong way. It's not an actual story about, the characters in it. Jesus, Moses, Virgin Mary. These are our internal natures. The masculine energy, whether that's Jesus or Moses, and the feminine natures is your emotions, which is the feminine characters, Virgin Mary or whatever. I'm not into the Bible like that, because I already know as a spirit when I was a young child. And, I just already know it was deeper than that. So, when I was going to church, I was praying and all of that, because I thought it was a good thing to do, traditional things with the family. But my spirit already knew, something is just not. It was just, I just felt like it was already deeper than that, and I was right this whole time, later on in life. So, but I went along with it anyways, because I just didn't know at the time, And, I believed in God, but it's not the same as knowing God, because knowing God is to meditate and to believe in yourself, that you have to find out what's happening in this reality. You cannot find out the truth externally. You have to go within. It's internal. You have to psych up the universe. You are the universe within a universe. So you have to meditate. And I hate using words, because you have to utilize your power as a human. As a human being, you have to utilize your power, your true power. Your true power is not to fucking go to the club and, or be on social media and be fucking retarded. That's just not what humans do. You don't see fucking animals do that shit. You don't see nature do dumb shit like that. Only humans do stupid shit like that. Y'all need to have common sense, because you know how the world is, and y'all still give up. Y'all don't go that extra mile, and that's demonic for being lazy. you can't be lazy because God is not lazy. For all you so-called religious people, you know Jesus died for your sins, right? He hanged himself in the cross. He got hanged in the cross. This is exactly what us spiritual people are doing. This is what it means. It's just an allegory. He wasn't actually hanged on a cross, but it's an allegory about sacrificing oneself to wake up humanity and to unveil the truth and to help others, not to get lost in the desire, because the desire is how we got here in the first place, in this physical shit. Your mind is a fluid, and that fluid bent in and created this physical reality. But since we are already in this physical reality, being born in it, that first spirit, God, which is just another version of us, but it has already expanded. So we are living through it as men and women, masculine and feminine. And we are living inside of God. Just as we have cells, blood cells inside of us, there's colonies and spirits inside of us. In that reality, we cannot see it because it's within us. But we have so much feelings and thoughts, and this is how we know we have life inside of us. But it goes much deeper than that. You have to meditate and be spiritual. And this shit takes a lot of shadow work to do. You gotta have a realization of, you have to have a lot of awareness, to be honest. Like, this shit is a lot. And you gotta maintain health. So you need to understand we're living inside of God, just as there's spirits living inside of you. And the way we see it externally, this reality, this is how it's playing out, this is how we see it. But we cannot see the true essence of it because we are limited to the perception of how it really looks. But this is how it's playing out. We're building the roads, the buildings, bricks from the elements of the earth. But we are all creating this together as within. That's the most beautiful truth discovery you can ever find out. So you just can't, believing in God is not enough. God is obviously here and out there, but believing is not even close. It's not even close. You have to really want to find out and meditate. But yeah, that's all I have.